And good day, traders. Welcome back to the XM Live and welcome everyone, guys, whoever is watching us on our XM Live program and, of course, on YouTube. So, as you know, today, huge volatility. But, guys, if you were looking and watching our sessions, you could have seen that we made great profits with dollar yen trade and with gold trade. Markets are extremely volatile, and this volatility we need to definitely thank, of course, Bank of Japan, because Bank of Japan was the main driver, guys, of today's volatility. We had huge move in yen. I already explained it, guys, but if you were not watching my first sessions, guys, live sessions, let me tell you that they changed slightly their policies, guys. All right. So Bank of Japan adjusted their policy. They didn't change completely, but that change was enough to actually provide us with volatility. You can see huge candlesticks in dollar yen. So basically, the market moved up and down the whole day. So what happened basically was that Bank of Japan made a decision to make their ICC, or yield curve control, more sustainable. This means, guys, that basically what they had was the range, long-term rates of government bonds went from minus 0.50 to plus 0.50. They didn't change that, but they said that they will be more relaxed in keeping interest rates between the level, and also, guys, they will be more flexible in this yield curve control program, meaning, guys, that they will allow their government bonds to fluctuate a bit more than now. In my opinion, that was a good news for yen. And definitely, guys, if you take a look at the markets, let me show you. This is dollar yen. We will talk about dollar yen. But I also want to show you Nikkei market, because Nikkei, guys, is connected to yen. I mean, of course, it's their Japanese 225 index, which is connected to yen heavily. 225 strongest companies. All right, here it is. So let me show you this. So you can see Nikkei, huge move to the upside, guys. And this actually led now dollar yen to the upside. So basically, obviously, that investors consider that this is very positive news for companies, and it is positive news, guys, for companies, because now banks will make also more profits from lending, because they don't like low earnings. Low earnings can squeeze their profit. So now this is basically, they will help their companies, but also they will make more money, but not having uh, profit squeezed by low interest rates. Uh, so positive news, definitely. But and you see Nikkei up. Initially, it was down, now up. That is why yen now is losing versus dollar. But anyway, guys, in my opinion, this is positive news for Japan, and I expected a bit more downside in the dollar yen. However, guys, dollar yen, fortunately, we closed our positions before, so we made. I think we made total of 70 points, and one position was running for 100 points, and it was stopped at break even. But it's okay, guys. Basically, what I still think is next week we will see what the market will do. But honestly speaking, guys, I think that next week, if this high stays like this, we might see another sell-off. For example, if this is not Friday, I would short again dollar yen. But as I say, it's Friday, so we really need to be careful, guys. We don't want to overtrade. We don't want to exaggerate our positions. No problem. Next week we will see. If the market closes the week like this, right, on these levels, I think that we should use momentum from 4 hour time frame, and 4 hour time frame is still down. So we might be maybe selling again if 1 hour drops and gives us a sell. So at this point, guys, again, it's good that we close our positions. The only thing, well, you saw it probably. If you didn't see, I was 100 points in profit in one position. I put stop loss at break even, and it was stop at break even. But it's okay. I mean, another day, another fight. uh, Usually, guys, what happens is when dollar yen makes a move down, gold also reacts, and you can see gold is now heavily. I also closed my long gold position. I had 70 points in gold. You saw that if you were watching my previous session, and you could have traded with me, guys. For all of you who are first time watchers, like, guys, you can trade always. My positions are always transparent. So when I have a position, when I open a position, you can see that in my screen. So I always keep everything transparent. And you can see my trades that I make with XM Live also. Of course, on my Telegram group also, lots of people on XM, of course, trade with me. And guys, a real account is something that you should open definitely. Even if you want to practice small live account, real account, much better than demo account. Okay. Uh, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Nedelka, thank you. No, this is for previous session. I thought that it was for me. All right, so let's let's uh go further. So what I expect, I will come to crypto, guys, crypto trading world in couple of minutes. We will see new potentials for crypto trading, but at this point I would like to address gold. Gold is making a cross in 1 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame has a temporary high at 1961. If this level breaks, guys, the doors towards 1968 will be open. Next week, guys, if we see today 68 level, next week we will see the break of 73 to the upside. Gold is still range bound, I would say, but whenever gold drops, it's a chance to buy the dips, guys. There is a good chance to buy the dips. And in one of my accounts that I trade, of course, with the XM, I still have two positions open in gold. And just not to confuse you guys, these positions were open today, guys, and yesterday. And you can see uh, at this point, of course, I'm in a good profit for gold trades. But we will see, of course, we will see. As I say, guys, 1 hour momentum can lead the market towards higher levels. And I think that definitely 67 is in play. And eventually next week, we might see 73. What bulls need is the break of 83 level, guys. So if bulls want to make a mark, a stamp on gold, only guys above 82, 83. First, there will be stop hunt. All the weaker stops will be collected. All right. And then what will happen is that new buyers will join, because this is a very important resistance level. 82, 83. If it breaks, guys, we go higher up. I think 2000 then will be in play, definitely. Maybe even 2020 if 85 breaks. Having 80, 84, 85, this is crucial, guys. Next week we will have at different levels, but let me tell you, it's obvious that these two double top, actually, these two tops are holding the price. But we will see, maybe it will bounce off even higher. Also, we need to add profit taking possible. That will happen, guys. And any profit taking will definitely make gold bounce even higher. And now we see dollar yen dropping. I told you I would have sold another position in the dollar yen, but the only problem is that it's Friday, guys, today. Uh, Tricky to make new positions when there is portfolio adjustment, of course, the end of month, and of course, the end of the week. But I told you it could sell from this level. I was quite right about selling from these levels. But I'm happy. I cannot say that I'm not happy. And all traders who traded this with me, guys, should be happy because we really made very good profits today on dollar yen. And generally, this week has been extremely hard. I need to say, very hard to trade, but we collected profits mostly on GBP dollar than this dollar yen and gold trades. Finally, yes, gold has started to move nicely to the upside, which I support because, guys, gold is bullish. Now let's go to cryptocurrencies. The biggest surprise, but it's not surprise for me because I'm investor in the Ripple. Uh, I have some positions. I hold some Ripples. So I'm happy to see when the market bounces. The main thing for Ripple is, guys, that it won't partially the case against SEC. Let me show you something. Maybe you know that, maybe you don't know, but I will show you. I've been following cryptocurrencies since 2016 when everyone was talking that cryptos are a bubble, when everyone was saying that Bitcoin will drop to zero. I was a hawk and I said, guys, maybe it will, of course, go down. After it reaches 15,000, it went to 20,000, then went down. But, guys, it will be bought again because that is the future of money, right? Digital money. But it's not issued by central banks. That is why we have, uh, we have lots of volatility in Bitcoin because it's people who give it the value, guys, not bankers, not governments. It's anti-government, anti-government set up, all right? And it's basically made for people, right? So Bitcoin and all other cryptocurrencies are people money, guys. People give value to cryptos. That is why cryptos are going up a lot because people are those who push the value of. Those are anti-government assets, meaning, guys, that governments don't have control. They want to impose control over cryptos, but it will be impossible, guys, because as long as there is cash in circulation, it will be impossible to impose any signs of control. And now what governments want to do is they are running programs called central bank digital currency or CBDC. In many countries, pilot programs have been run and they will introduce digital currency. It will be fiat currency, right? Like any other fiat currency, but also digital, guys. So digital euro, digital pound. Because, guys, they want to cash out. They don't want cash to be used. You will notice that in many countries there are less ATMs in the cities. So governments are basically moving out ATMs. They want all of us to be paid to pay by cards. That is why this is the first step. Remove the cash, introduce CBDC, and then we will have more control. Of course, that is what I think over cryptocurrencies because CBDC will work on the ledger, but it will be government issued. All right. So there won't be money laundering in the classical sense. Now, guys, you can easily launder money, right? I mean, you can phone anyone who is willing to give you cash for cryptocurrency. You transfer crypto and he gives you cash, but it's a dirty cash. This is what governments don't want. Of course, not all cash is dirty money, but most of big money is laundered through cryptocurrency transactions over private wallets. Now, will this actually be in control over time? Will governments be able to, throughout CBDC programs, to control the flow of cryptos? It's yet to be seen. Janet is asking about euro dollar. Let me check euro dollar quickly. All right, so euro dollar. Euro dollar. Here it is, euro dollar. Now bouncing. Daily it was going down, but you see moving average is still there. 4 hour, guys, is now it's hitting the resistance. You know what is important, Janet? The close of the week, weekly close. It will really depend on the weekly close how euro dollar will behave. So a lot really will depend on uh, weekly close. So if the weekly close is bullish, guys, then definitely let's see if it can be bullish.